And it is Transformation Tuesday. You're taking a look at Jennifer Blank. Jennifer is a licensed physical therapist and someone who understands health, movement, and the human body professionally. Still, she was not living the life she wanted, so she called Charles D'Angelo, and here she is now, down 30 pounds, all naturally, all via Zoom with the help of Charles D'Angelo. So I spoke with Jennifer about Charles' program and how it changed her. Take a look. Now, Jennifer, even as a health professional, weight loss can feel frustrating and personal. So, what was going on for you that made you decide to get help?
So I had been working on weight loss and kind of just getting better in shape since 2021. I had actually had a different type of coach that was virtual, but it was for some, I don't want to say bodybuilding, but definitely getting stronger and weight loss. And initially it was effective, but then it just plateaued as I went through perimenopause and then menopausal. I did, when I say I did everything, I tried intermittent fasting. I followed the original plan I had with that coach. The years before, nothing changed. I was only gaining weight. I was in the gym literally 5 to 6 days a week. I started adding yoga 3 days a week, and I just kept gaining. So I just got to that point, and I went through, followed up with my doctor. We checked thyroid, we checked all my labs because I do have a history of celiac disease, autoimmune disorder, and some other things along with that. So thinking maybe something else had come along, and everything was perfect. And I was so frustrated. And she was even like, I don't know what to tell you because I already eat gluten free. I had cut out dairy, I'd cut out sugar, I had cut out alcohol, and nothing moved. So at that point, I was like, I've got to try something. Somebody's got to help me.
Wow, I mean, it's a frustrating process, but it's one that many people can relate to. So it's so wonderful to hear that you found something that worked for you. So you're trained
Yeah.
to help others as a physical therapist, but what
Mhm.
chose you to trust Charles on this journey, and what really stood out to you about his approach?
So initially, I got his name because a friend of mine had used him. I can't remember how many years ago, but a few years ago, and was very effective. And she gave me the contact info and just kind of some of. I kind of knew the basics from before, and she was my boss before that. And so I kind of knew what was coming, not quite, but I just knew it worked. She was kind of the same way that nothing else had worked. And I knew I also wanted to be diet and exercise. At the end of the day, I didn't want, I know the trend is down the road of GLP-1s and other things for weight loss. And I did not want to go that route. It's no offense to anybody else. It just wasn't what I wanted to do for me and my body, not knowing what the future holds with those type of medications.
Mm, of course. And going off of that, what did you gain then from choosing to do this naturally?
I feel like it gives me the tools that I need. You know, in my profession, I tell every patient, they're like, oh, you fixed me. No, I just gave you the tools. You have to do this at home to do it on your own. You have to be compliant with the exercise and stretches or whatever I give them to work on for it to work. And that's what I liked about it is that this is going to give me tools for a lifetime, not just the 30 pounds.
So if you were talking to someone who's on the fence about getting support, what would you want to tell them?
I would tell them to absolutely do it. Your health is so important. And especially if they've tried things and it's never worked. And, the accountability was the other thing that did entice me. It's like, I just knew I would do better if I knew, okay, I have this call. I know I'm going to have a weigh in. And at the end of the day, it's for me. And he definitely keeps you accountable. But it's for your own sake. And the money is totally worth it.
How about that? Now, not only can you do Zoom, but in person too. So you can meet with Charles in person right here in St. Louis by visiting his website, charlesdangelo.com, and scheduling your consultation. Again, it's charlesdangelo.com.